Hi, I'm Paul from Simple Endurance Coaching, and I've had a couple of athletes lately who have talked about some lower back pain and some hamstring tightness. And so what we're going to do, instead of trying to stretch the hamstrings, which may be counterproductive, we're going to do some strength work in our body weight strength work for our posterior chain, basically your hamstrings, your glutes, and your back. So the first one is simply going to be a hip lift, which you've probably done before. And I'll show you a couple of options. Basically, hands at your side, lift up your hips on the exhale. On the inhale, drop your hips a little bit. Exhale, lift them up. You can make this more challenging by lifting up one leg and doing your hip lifts this way. And again, I'll do sideways so you can see what we're doing. And so the focus is your glute and your hamstring and your lower back. I find that this tends to work my hamstrings a little bit more. And focus on your lower back. And so when you're in the hip bridge, you're squeezing your glutes as tightly as possible. Number two is a superhero. And in superhero, you're lying on your belly, your arms are extended. Let's get in the screen here. All right. And in superhero, we're inhaling and then exhaling, lifting up your hands and arms and your knees and feet, so that basically just your belly is on the mat. One way you can alternate this is to inhale and exhale and extend your arms on the exhale. Number three is a bird dog. Get in a tabletop pose. Let's move this over. Get in a tabletop pose. Extend your left arm so it's parallel to the floor or pretty close. And then your right leg. And with your toes pointing down. So if I go sideways, my leg is straight, toes are pointing down. And I'm going to hold this. You can do crunches, but I find that to build glute and back strength, just holding this and trying to extend your hand and your foot as far as you can and holding this creates a lot of tension, which is what you want. All right. Fourth one is a clam shell. And with this one, you can use a band if you have one. And I'll show you a couple different varieties. This is to build your gluteus medius muscles, and your minimus muscles, which are in your side butt muscles, kind of that concave spot. And in a clamshell, I'm on my right side, my right thigh is on the mat, and I'm simply lifting up my knee. And I can feel this in the side butt muscles. Okay, just lifting it up and squeezing. And to make this a little more challenging, you could also, we'll wait on that, to add a hip lift. So I'm leaving my right knee on the mat, but lifting up my hip and lifting up my left knee. So that gets a little double action. Yeah, these are challenging. Now, you can also do the same by putting a band around your knees, just above your knees, and doing the same process. So lifting it up. So now there's obviously weight that I'm pushing against to strengthen my glutes. This is also a good way of activating your glutes before you go ride or run. And back, and you can do the same thing with the hip lift. And come up. All right, those are 4 strength exercises to work your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back to prevent and take care of some of the pain that you might be feeling if you have a hamstring injury or if your lower back is hurting. All right, thanks.